Hello friends, I'm DragoNate, and today I'm going to show you my thoughts so far on One Piece. So here you go, my thoughts so far. What, you don't like my joke? Okay, fine, let's get into it actually. So 3 weeks ago, I made a video where I reacted to Super Eye Patch Wolf's Where to Start with One Piece video, and since then, I have started watching One Piece. Now, I have not been able to watch too much of it because I haven't had the time, so I've been trying to have it over on this monitor over here while I do a couple things on this side, and I'm mostly paying attention to the show instead of over here because it's just that good. I have to say, I really enjoy One Piece so far. A lot of people have said that it starts off really slowly, and maybe it's slow in some aspects, I guess, but in general, I guess I don't find that is quite true, and I'm not disappointed by that at all. I actually really enjoy it. The first couple episodes to me had a lot going for it, and it felt really good and was really exciting to watch. Now, I do have a couple favorite parts so far. I think I have watched up to, I believe I finished episode 9, and I finished that just before I started recording this. That means I'm completely done with Captain Buggy. I've gotten past that part. But so far, my favorite parts are, and there may be more because I have been lacking in writing them down. I've been trying to like write down the different parts that I really like, but I really like that part. It was just kind of funny in the very beginning, the very first episode, when the ship is coming by and Nami goes walking out the door, or sorry, nameless woman goes walking out the door, and she sees the ship and she goes, ah, and she runs back inside. And then I think at the end of episode 2, when Coby and all the Marines stand there and they salute Luffy, geez, what am I saying, and Zoro as they take off in their ship. That was really awesome. That was one part that made me want to cry because of what happened before, and I don't want to give spoilers in here just in case there's people who haven't seen it yet. Also in the town where Captain Buggy was, the dog Shushu, all the parts with him in it were so cool, and the dog is so cute, especially at the very end when he's stopping the villagers from chasing after Luffy and his crew. I thought that was hilarious and cute. I think it's pretty awesome so far how Luffy and his crew, they seem to leave a super positive mark on every place that they visit, and I love that because he's a pirate, but even when Nami joins the crew, she hates pirates, and she just took a extreme point of view on Luffy because, oh, he's a pirate, so that must mean he's automatically bad and an evil person and terrible and all these things. But then she ends up joining because Luffy is totally different from any other pirate so far, or most other at least. I also love how Luffy just doesn't give a about anything. With Captain Alvida, for example, he just calls her an ugly woman, and everyone's just like, ah, are you serious? They're so surprised that someone's actually calling her that when she's, oh, the most beautiful thing in all the 7 seas. And with Captain Buggy, he just calls him a big nose, which is freaking hilarious. Luffy just doesn't care about nothing. He has no qualms about anything, and it's perfect. One thing I definitely noticed about the show so far is the mention of treasure, and you know, it's not necessarily that treasure is, you know, gold and diamonds and all these things, right? Money value, but that treasure is much more important than that. And this was mostly mentioned in the Buggy arc when they go to that island there. I forget what the island is, but with Shushu, the dog, and his treasure, Buggy and his treasure, Nami and her treasure, and Luffy and his treasure. Luffy's treasure is his hat for very important reasons because it was given to him by someone important to him, and he doesn't want to see anything bad happen to the hat because of that. It's like, you know, sentimental value on something. But it makes the story much more enjoyable when it's not just, you know, something that's, you know, black and white. You know, treasure is this, treasure is high value stuff. You know, treasure can be something inside you, treasure can be something just that's important to you, whether it has any intrinsic value or not. The fights are definitely a thing of their own as well. They're really good for the most part, most of them. But some of them are just really hilarious, or some parts of it anyway. And what I find really weird, I guess, it just seems a little weird, you know, for Luffy, for his Gomu Gomu pistol, or Gomu Gomu rocket or whatever it is, and with Captain Buggy, his bara bara, whatever it is. And it's so funny that they have to like say those things, or that other acrobatic guy from Buggy's crew. They have to like say the names of their attacks. It sounds so strange to me, but it's also kind of funny. It's interesting to me how Luffy can take such an extreme approach to something and it works out in the best possible way. For example, when he knocks out the mayor of the town where Buggy is, and that just turns out perfectly in the end because it was a good thing. Or with Coby, who by the way is actually one of my favorite characters, who's not obviously long term. I was kind of expecting Coby to be one of the first crew members, and he kind of was for a little bit, but he doesn't stick around very long. So overall, the show so far, I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to see more. Right now I'm just starting on the Captain Usopp story arc, so I'm kind of excited to see what that's about. I've already seen the first episode of that, and a little bit with the manga as well, because I'm also looking at the digitally colored manga, because I don't have English subtitles for all of the videos that I'm watching for it, so I'm looking at the manga as well to get the English bit. Plus, it's also kind of interesting. It's strange to me how the manga seems to have like 3 or 4 episodes, or sorry, 3 or 4 like chapters per episode of the videos, and some of them are not quite in the same order. They seem to kind of take, you know, this chapter and put them together for this episode, or some come before others. I've already seen one of the manga chapters that I haven't even seen in a video episode yet. So it's kind of interesting to me how that works, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Now I want to know what your favorite parts of, throughout the Buggy arc, from beginning to kind of the end of that part. Let me know what your favorite parts are, and even what you didn't like, or things that you thought were really weird or, you know, didn't work so well for you. I want to know your experience on it as well. Thank you for everyone who left comments in the previous video with the I'm new to One Piece. A lot of you gave some great insight into kind of the story as a whole, and why to start watching it, why I should start watching it. And thank you all for not giving any spoilers in there as well. And I also want to know what your favorite characters are so far in that part. Aside from main characters, for me, Coby is definitely one of my favorites. And Shushu. I love both of those guys. They are so awesome. Also, if there's anything else you'd like to know from me when I do these kinds of videos, because I'm planning to, after I finish, you know, certain parts or certain bits of episodes, I'm planning to make the videos kind of recapping those and what my favorite parts are, kind of like I just did in this one. And then you guys can give me your favorite parts and your thoughts on that part of the story as well. But if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about when I do those videos, or anything else you'd like to know, or anything kind of different that you'd like to see when I do these videos, let me know as well. Give me suggestions, and yeah, we'll see how things go. But thank you again for everyone who suggested watching it, and everyone who gave a positive kind of review for it. I'm definitely not disappointed at all. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'm definitely looking forward to watching more of One Piece. Yeah, I'll see you again very soon when I finish the Usopp arc. Have a good one, bye bye, and God bless.